Hello and welcome to another Gemini Rogues video. This is a Gremyashchy Russian destroyer, tier 4, earned ship. You should have it by now. We are a bit late with this video. Have you earned yours, Kurzay Farm?
Yes, I've got my Gremyashchy. Also translate. What's it translating to English?
Thundering.
The Thundering. Which is quite hard. I thought it was like to be called the Thundering. That sounds more Nemesis.
The Thundering.
I suppose it is if you play it in Russian, yeah. So this is the Thundering, the Gremyashchy.
Yeah.
And it is a destroyer. As you can see, a tier 4 destroyer. So we'll just have a quick look. What did you go for on it? Did you go for the aiming mods or the main battery?
Can you see the in stock? Yeah. I go for the main battery. You know why? Because the turrets turn like pigs.
They really do. There is one.
Really don't turn.
If you like your knife fighting destroyers, where you like to go toe to toe with other destroyers, this may be not the destroyer for you.
No, it's not.
It takes an age for them to point where you want them to, and it's for them. If you're twisted and turning to try and throw shots off yourself, you can't get your guns on anybody. It
will come up in a minute. It will show you how long it is. But anyway, I went for the main battery to try and improve that turret turnage. I'm just going through my premium setup. I always go for Commander XP because it's nice to earn extra Commander XP on your premiums. Your global, that's quite handy. Your extra coin, I've got minimal lot. I could convert them, I can't be bothered. And obviously the backs and forwards and maximum reload consumable 5%. That's good, that is, very useful. And the old flag to bit of showboating.
Yes, always got to put your showboating flag.
Showboating. No, that's target. That is. That's
target practice for everyone. Get him. If they can see it from that distance, I'd be very amazed if they can.
Anyway, this comes with premium camo. Oh, I missed it too late. Anyway, it's 5 ability. Look at that armor, man. I mean, I was wrong. It's 19. I thought it was 60 somewhere. No, it's actually 19.
You're only by a slight exaggeration you're at, but 1,300 and 100 hit points is pretty high for a destroyer.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's really high for a destroyer tier 4.
Needs them.
Survivability is pretty good for in destroyer classes. Armor-wise, no, but hit points you've got a little bit to play with on everybody else. Then? It's somewhere on there. I don't know. I've never found it, but it's there somewhere. It is quite good, I find, at shooting planes down. It's one thing I found. It is
artillery.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's pretty good. The AP rounds you can see there, 2,500 and just under 2,000 for your AP rounds.
Let's mention the turret turn, 31 seconds. That's an eternity when you're trying to shoot something.
You notice it as well. Yeah. It's not one of them things you don't notice. You really do.
Firing range quite good, 10.
Yeah.
The gunnage, 4 times 130mm. They're quite handy if you can hit something. And they do set stuff on fire, but this is the main armament, the torpedo.
8 kilometre range,
yeah,
so
not
workable.
Bad.
Workable. You've got a little bit of a gap between your spotted, your camo circle, and your torpedo range. So it's not one of them like the A-caster at tier 4 where you've got to get it within spotting range to get your torps off.
Better than Farragut as well.
You can do some sneaky torpedo in this.
Yeah.
Not quite up to the Mitsuki tier 4 Japanese.
Oh, it's a Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese like stealth range and torpedo range, but workable. I think if I were going to class it anyway, very terribly, the French tier 6, that kind of little working range you've got where you can get your torps off and you're still not detected.
Yeah,
it's kind of along them lines, but you just ain't got the guns with terrible Scott. There's a melee guns we mentioned earlier. We were looking at the right thing there.
Maneuverability,
quite quick. 38.1.
It's okay. Rudder shift's good. Look at that, 2.7. Yeah. That's awesome shift. That is.
And that was what I was talking about. That concealment's quite high as well. Coming up 94.
94, yeah, you can tweet that because on your commander, I can't remember what his name is, Anton something. Anton, Russian man. Anyway, yeah, concealment 94. We're not on it yet, come on. That's it. 6.1, I think I've done this before, put the commander in and put his perks on. I think I had it 5.7, so you can
when you combine that with your 8 kilometre torp range, you can see that window you've got working. Which is a pretty big one, 2 kilometre window to fit yourself into nicely to get some torps off without being spotted and then get out of dodge. So I quite like it for that.
This is you again. You're using your videos a lot, man.
I'm doing my best. But we'll just talk about the earn side of things. It classes an earnship, but you do have to pay gold for this.
Balloons.
The balloons you do have to pay. I think it's 1,250 for the Admiralty. You don't. If you do all the stages, you will not earn this ship unless you pay for the Admiralty package. But you do get a lot of added extras along the way, boosters and free XP, global XP, and so forth. Quite a few freebies.
It works out quite good. It is a free ship.
And if you do them all, you do get the black box as well.
Yeah.
Which I got 2 weeks worth of premium, and I think
really
you've got a Sharnest beanie.
Oh yeah, I got a Sharnest beanie.
I've already got a Sharnest to rub it in a little bit. But we'll talk more about ship now rather than earn it. So you can see there, we've got some torps up, and you can see that range I was talking about there, I'm looking at now. The guns, look at the turning on.
Awful.
They're trying.
Awful.
I think they're manual.
I think we've got a game with you fighting one of these, but he doesn't actually turn.
No.
He stays pointing the same way all the time.
And I was in a Farragut at that time as well, so it kind of shredded him a bit. And he weren't doing a great deal of damage to me at that point either. So
let's call the guns secondary weapon.
Full bore. This is along the lines of playing a Japanese destroyer where your guns are just there for a token. Ooh!
Okay.
That's how good the torps are. If you sit in your smoke, you're going to get torped, and that's what happened there.
Everybody shoots at smoke. What we were saying about how
it's not a knife fighting destroyer.
No,
by any means at all.
No means whatsoever.
So if you get a match where there's 5 destroyers on 5,
you're going to lose.
We've really evened the odds on this game by taking one out straight away. So that helped. Some torps coming behind us, so I'm just going to keep.
I would say the guns could be like a third weapon because ramming something would do more damage.
Yeah, to be fair. I mean, consumable-wise, smoke screen, 2 of them, not bad. The length-wise, they last for.
They last like quite a while, don't they?
And then the engine boost as well. I like to think this is like it's Farragut style. You know the
speed.
And the actual stuff you get. You know, like the speed boost and the smoke. Only 2 of them, so it's like a combination of a Farragut and a Japanese destroyer.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that.
We're going to see them guns now.
That was a meal.
Yeah, and look at this turn. The guns don't. The guns don't turn. So that's what I'm talking about. When you're having a fight with somebody, you're trying to run off and you're trying to throw off the shots like rudder shift, which is pretty high, impressive. As you say, 2.7, then you just can't get.
Your guns don't keep on.
Are they moving?
Yeah, 31 seconds.
Look at that. It is really bad.
I've had some games in this where I'm running away from stuff. I've had ships fully in the aim circle, and every time I turn to avoid their shells, I cannot shoot back. I cannot shoot. It's really disheartening.
They're not the worst guns either. You know when you do.
When you hit something.
When you do manage to land some on another destroyer, they do a bit of damage. It's not like they're pitiful and they're a waste of time to actually fire. They do actually do something. But
I think there is a manual turning gun.
Like I'm trying to explain it. They just just keep moving them a little bit. They just look. It's taking forever. You find yourself doing that. You find yourself turning your ship to point your guns at
I reckon a good tip, it might work, it might not, is to lock your guns in a certain position so you know where they are.
Yeah.
And then when you're turning, you're going to have all the guns pointing one way, because otherwise they're just useless. They
and you saw again there, three torpedoes. Well, obviously 3 from each side, or if you want to fire 6 off one, then you're out, and you've got over a minute to restock them up. I mean, again, depending on what crew you've got and stuff like that, and perch you're running. Depends how fast that you can get that down to. I mean, you spoke about how you've got your camo down to 5.7 kilometres, so it's always handy.
I mean, that's not even doing anything fancy, that's just doing the basic perks. It will go lower, but I only did it a little bit because he's a new commander. You could like expand by putting loads more promotion points into it, but I didn't really bother.
I mean, one thing is a thinking man's ship, like all destroyers, where you've got to constantly keep an eye on the ships that are around you, your camo circle.
You've got to be on it, haven't you?
You've got a little bit of leeway, like we said, we've got the smoke to fall back, and we've also got the engine boost that you can engage if you need to really.
Not used anything.
No, yet. I like to save them because what I like to do is I like to head towards an object, get them just outside your range, then torp, and then get on the gas and get out of there. So you don't get spotted, so they don't know they're coming. If you mistime it, I mean, we're just inside that spot there. He's quite a good guy, this guy in the Iron Duke. He dodges most of these torps we're going to fire at a minute.
He's not even detected either, so he doesn't know you're coming. That's annoying.
That's the beauty of the ship. I mean, we spoke before about the A-caster at Tier 4 and the Farragut, where you're near enough spotted to get, unless they're sailing straight into your range of your torp, so they're going to meet in that range. You're spotted if you let them go, if you're not in smoke.
Well, the Farragut's got a benefit. It's technically almost a gunboat.
Yeah. A-caster not so much.
Not so much.
And A-caster also gets smoked that lasts about 8 seconds. You know what I mean? But it plays more like the Mitsuki, the Japanese destroyer. It's not quite as stealthy, don't get me wrong, and the torps don't go quite as far. I think it's 10 kilometres you've got on the Japanese destroyer, but very similar in a way to the German. The T-22 at Tier 4. So you're just right on that edge of the getting spotted, getting them off. I mean, look at this, we're just sitting wait now.
I like this technique actually. Normally I would dive out from the island, but you're sitting behind it.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit behind, wait for that predictive line to come in and spot.
Yeah.
We've not been detected for a while, so no one knows we're here. No one knows there's even a destroyer around here. Last spotted position, all that is no giveaway.
You've used your smoke. That's an indication that there's a destroyer.
Well, I'm not there. You can't see me.
I know, but if I was in the Koenig, I'd be thinking there's a destroyer next to the island. There's smoke.
He's too gung-ho.
Koenig thinks he's indestructible, doesn't he?
I mean, I get a bit showboat here that we go forward just so we
can
see
so
where they
go.
Yeah, we're in smoke anyway, so we'll just keep going. You know when you see that thing.
Are you going to aim in and show us?
No.
You're boring, man. I like to watch torpedoes.
He took 2 of them there, so it was another ship destroyed. We're on to 2. 26,000.
It's okay.
We've not lost a hit point yet.
You've not lost a hit point.
No. Yeah, you can see there, it's a 4-minute reload on the smoke screen. So you've really got to use them wisely.
That's like tier 5 and 6, man.
So
I know it lasts quite a while, but 4 minutes.
I'm not going for that Iron Duke anymore. He keeps dodging my top, so I'm gonna go for the other guy in the New York. See if we can't get something.
It's in New Mexico.
Is it New Mexico?
I'm sure it's New Mexico. Don't do yourself down. New Mexico's good.
I'm thinking about him.
Sure, it's in New Mexico. Have a look. You still going for that Duke?
I'm tempted with the Duke, and then I noticed that if you look to me left hand side, that New Mexico is New Mexico. He's coming back towards us, detected range. So we're just going to have to. There we spotted it. It was right on top of us. We got too close. That's when we pushed the envelope a little bit too much.
See, normally, I want to say this before, but you won't spot it. Normally, in a different ship, except the Japanese, because that's similar to this gun-wise, you would start laying into him with HE. That's what I do. I think I'm detected, I'm just going to smash him with HE. But this, you could, but then the minute you turn, your guns are thinking, I'm going to turn in like 30 seconds. That's just useless.
Yeah. So he spotted us there, and he's made we've kind of give the game away that we're actually there. So,
by getting spotted?
Yeah.
We
got too close. We pushed the envelope a little bit too much. We were trying to head to us right to avoid the New Mexico, and we kind of got detected. So, again, look. 6.1, I think that detector ratio was right on the limit. So you can see we just move away a little bit more. 6.5. It's that gamble. Closer you are, more chance you've got your torps going in, but closer you are, more chance you've got spotted, and then he's going to know the torps are actually coming.
Would you call that risk and reward?
Yeah, big time. We're just kind of ambling around. This is kind of like the nicest you're going to get, and then push the envelope. You can see we're trying to just close that distance a little bit more. And sometimes all you're waiting for is that predicted line just to stabilise.
Yes.
As soon as it stabilises, again, short spread, wide spread.
Yeah. But if you read it though, look at the map. If you read it, he's got nowhere to go. If he comes towards you, then he's going to come towards the battleships.
That's the one.
And he can only go down, which is stuffed really.
Another destroyer, the other destroyer on our team who's coming up now is engaging, I think, in with the Iron Duke.
He's
shoot at him there.
Distracting him. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Tracking nice onto that New Mexico.
You could start shooting him now, but your guns aren't ready.
It's just not. I don't think it's worth it. It's one of the things. But then I'd be detected, and then that Iron Duke could probably just smash me with a volley.
Look at your guns now. Look, I'm turning, still turning.
And we've engaged the speed boost now, so I think he can go over 40 knots.
Oh, is he going to eat some of them?
He's taking them. He's taking quite a few. He's taking quite a few there. I mean, it probably took about 5 if we would have all counted.
Sorry, you meant to say about that.
And then we have a look at this Iron Duke, and at this point I'm thinking he dodged one too many of my torpedoes.
Wow. 6.
And there's only him left. So,
I think.
And straight away, what do we notice about that Iron Duke? Where's he firing?
Not you.
What do we know about Iron Duke's guns?
The slow at turning.
So we're not
reloading.
Exactly. So we take all that into account. We think, let's just steam straight up to him and torp him.
You are steaming. He's steaming towards you as well.
His speed boost recharging now.
Yeah.
If he does see us, we can see him firing. And the guns are all playing that way. We've all got to worry about the secondaries. We ain't got no armour, so the secondary, if they do it, probably do a fair.
Oh, you've got 19 mil, man. You might bounce them.
Yeah. All day. So again, I don't mind this. It's better than, I always keep mentioning the A-caster, but I ain't got to fully show them the arse of my ship just to get some.
We've not mentioned the angle of the torpedo.
The torpedo angles are pretty good. They work well. So he would take it all down. So we finish him off 4 kills there. What's it, 60,000 damage? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't that much. No, way too much.
But that's what you've got to do. I think that's how you get the best out of the thundering, as I'm going to call it. I'm not going to refer to it as Gremyashchy. It's the thundering. 55,000 damage, but
8 torpedoes. Very nice.
If you like a a ship that relies on its torpedoes, this is for you. If you're more a Farragut kind of guy, you slip into the Farragut bracket where you like to use your guns, you like to get a gunboat going.
I like to use everything.
It may not be for you. It may be a bit frustrating, and especially like you saw the gun turning there. If you get in a knife fight with another destroyer, you're in trouble.
Remember that game we had, and I was trying to help you. Oh no, we were working together. I'm saying, waiting for my guns.
Yeah, I didn't believe you.
Waiting for my guns.
And they were just like, it's too painful. You can't still be waiting for him. You're only in a destroyer.
Anyway, that's it, Close 05. Fun rating quickly with burning time.
I do enjoy it, but I do like me stealthy destroyers, so I'm going to get an 8.
An 8.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. You can have fun.
1,250 gold, I think it is for the Admiralty, as well as all the extra stuff you get with it.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard an op to finish.
No,
I think
quite easy.
It's good value for money.
Anyway, Close 05. Thank you very much for that torpedo knowledge, and laters.